I was born in Detroit, Michigan, May 3rd, 1925. It was the 8th of December. Then all of a sudden, the announcer came on.
Flash, Washington. The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
I said to my two buddies, I'm going to go down Marine Corps office and I'm going to sign up. I went for my boot camp training to San Diego Marine Corps Base. They took teenage boys and made young men out of us. Going to Iwo Jima, we left San Diego, 3 divisions, and it took us 2.5 weeks to get there. One day out, they finally brought clay models on tables and showed us what Iwo Jima looked like. What was underneath, caves and everything. The very morning we hit the beach, we could see the battle on the island. We could see our planes flying over and fighting.
We came in over Iwo at high noon. The weather was rough and the sea was rough. But through the driving rain, we could trim more ships than any of us had ever seen together before in our lives. Altogether, it was a mighty armada. On several occasions, we saw as many as 100 in the air at the same time.
The Air Force bombed that for 72 days. Then all of a sudden, the Commodore dropped the flag and went in.
There's all hell to pay directly ahead of us. The beach looks as though it's practically on fire.
And I gotta tell you, when we all hit the beach, every dang one of us was scared. Now here we are, couldn't move, throwing mortars at us. And I heard everything going on, the screaming, the yelling, the rockets out in the water behind us. Every vehicle, every equipment that tried to get up on there was blown in half and turned upside down. Marines lying on the ground all over the beach, some dead, some alive, some terrified.
This island is studded with pillboxes, and they have already passed through several lanes of them and have passed over the volcanic ash, the terrible yellow, craggy, rocky, lifeless soil. Japanese mortars and also small arms fire are occasionally dropping around us.
Iwo Jima is 8 square miles of unadulterated hell. I can assure you that the fighting there is fierce and bloody.
This is very near the front, and there is quite a bit of fire going on around here. The roar you hear in the background, our planes are coming from our own planes that are assisting the infantry just up ahead of us.
On the 3rd day, we couldn't get them out. We called for aircraft cover, and they came in and pounded it.
There's what the men are living under in their foxholes here. When you go to bed in your foxhole at night, you lie awake usually for hours listening to this.
I carried a flamethrower, 72 pounds on my back. When we went to Suribachi and fought our way, we got there the 3rd day. We finally reached the crest, and as we got up on the hill, on top of Mount Suribachi, they're raising that flag. We put our flag on Japanese soil for the first time in history. The battle lasted 6 weeks. There were 300 men in my company at that time. At the end of the 6th week, 18 of us walked down, no officers. That's what happened on Iwo Jima. They wounded 20,000, taken off, put aboard medical ships. I had about 3 close calls, escapes. I'll never forget it.